The AHP Challenge. Front row to grid, Jordan Browse, middle, Reece Young, then Simon Adams. Those are your front three on the grid. Will the BMW make up for its qualifying times and get away? Oh no! Pole man absolutely bogged down. I don't know what was going on there, but he is dropping down the field like an absolute stone. That bike did not want to go anywhere. I don't know whether that was gear selection problems or whether the thing just said, don't want to know. Major league start from Gallington. We've got Contreras, Adams, Ashcroft, Cameron, Kilty, Hasler and Tremaine are coming through and picking up the top 10. There was a 1:16 on that lap from Browse, which is slightly quicker. I think he put down in qualifying. Yeah, he's done a 1:17, so he's certainly got the bit between his teeth, and he's trying to make the breakaway now. Gallington, I think, is still in second position on the Ducati, and is really, dare I say it, ringing, it must be ringing the neck of that 959 to try and keep up with Browse in front. Young is was about 1.2 seconds behind when they came over the line. We'll see what the gap looks like this time. And they just dip out of sight from me. Then I'll wait from the brake cover. Oh, my goodness me, don't do that. As Browse came across with the front wheel hoisted way too far in the air out of Roberts, and has tipped it into Redgate. Now what's Gallington doing behind him? He's on a 1:13.6. Browse put in the 1:12.7 last time around. That was the fastest lap. They've got to go absolutely flat chat straight away. Contreras has moved up a place, I believe, into third position, with Youngwood dropping down at another place, down into fourth. Again, the front wheel from Browse comes flying up in the air on the BMW. Ducati comes bellowing through here and is now being chased. It's a battle for third, fourth and fifth. I think these heating up between Contreras, Adams and Young as they come across the line. They are all peeling 113s or low 114s. So the last place on the podium, as I put it, is still up for grabs with that one. Across the line, one more lap to go. Browse waxing again to 1:12. Gallington just about. It's a 6.1 second gap and about the 3 second gap back to third place Contreras. This is, dare I say it, unless the wheels go square, this looks to be that this is going to be Jordan Browse's race. I don't think there's going to be any change unless somebody does something really brave or drastic on the last lap to that battle that's happening between third, fourth and fifth position. As we run down, the leader comes across the line, front wheel comes up in the air, it's been most of the time as he brakes cover, takes a checkered flag as Jordan Browse. Gallington comes across with a Ducati. That is a good race for him, bring out something like that.
My name's Reece Young. I'm 30 years old and I'm running in the Newcomer Foul. This is my third race event. And yeah, the old girl is doing quite well. We had a bad start. We were fourth in the first race and I didn't quite feel like I had the pace to go with the front boys, but after some tweaks and some new pads, putting a much better time. I took off about a second, maybe a second and a half off my time, and was able, with a couple of errors from the other boys, was able to crack on and get a couple of wins today in a second. So happy with that, good for the championship, and what it's proven is that it's a very, very long season, and although a lot of people have the pace, it's hard to keep that up lap after lap. So keep the strength in the old arms and carry on.
Best of the Newcomer 600 pre-injection 600 and Moto 46 Street Bike Cup. See this, Mr. Jones? This is, sorry, I've got my apprentice up here for next weekend. See all this? This is all my paperwork.
So a couple of years back, I went and did a round on a CB500 at Emra, and it was just so much fun. It was such a good laugh. It was so chilled out. So when Kawasaki built this thing, I was all over it, and I've been waiting to ride it for, well, since they unveiled it. And I've got to say, it has been incredible. So we won in the Moto 46 street bike class. So essentially, it is a class made up for naked bikes. So this is legible, this is Kawasaki Z900. there is a field full of Triumph Street Triple RSs, 765s. You can also run 890 Dukes, and it is the class that I have been waiting for to go racing.
So all clear at the back. We look for lights, which we get now, and there's a bit creeping in about the second stroke third row. That is going to be interesting because it wasn't rolling, it was walking off the line, but then the brakes came off. We'll wait for everybody to clear. It looks pretty much like our pole man has just dropped back a slot. Someone made a meteoric start in that lot, has put his nose out in front, getting very tight as they drop round to McLean's. There is something like a group of about half a dozen or more, all going to be challenging as they come down the Dunlop straight. So it's going to be who's got the speed and then who's got the anchors left at the rest of it as they come into Roberts, which you can't actually see at the moment. All squeezing through, they'll break cover and come through now up on the rumble strip, and across the line they go, and this is turned into a 9-lapper at number 12. Hedges in the lead from Stevens, Fothergill, Evans, Stanley, Crossley. It'd be interesting to see. Hedges done a 120.5 last time around from 120.6 from Sutcliffe. Then we wait for him to break cover as they come down to Robert Chicane, and it looks to be there is a real gap now. As Hedges goes across the line, what's he put down this time? A 114 from Sutcliffe, who've done a 115, so really starting to warm things up. This is a 9-lapper because they had to do a extra warm-up lap as the rest of the field come through. Fothergill has made his way up, so you've got the three newcomer bikes, the number 28 machine. Now, where's that come from? In qualifying, have a look down here. That has come from a little way back because I'm desperately trying to find it. Fothergill, where are you? No, still can't find number 28 bike. So he's come from way back somewhere to be in third position as they went across the line last time, pushing in the 116. So just getting reports we've got somebody has gone down and has had out. That was me, commentator's curse. There is somebody down in Craner. His last lap. Fun could be had by all when we come down, certainly down to Roberts Chicane last time around, unless somebody can do something on the way out. Now we're getting into the back marker territory as well, which is going to be real fun and games. Leader has got himself past, I believe, one of the back markers. Wait for the leader to break cover and pick up the checkered flag this time around. And coming into view now is the leader, and Johnny Hedges takes the win. Right, again, thick and fast, we come through, trying to obviously to make up a bit of time. The Pirelli Super Series 1000, supported by Pirelli Premier 1000, disappears off on their warm-up lap. Sorry, I was just sorting my tech out here because there's bits and pieces up here that weren't doing what they should do. Braden Elliott, pole position, 108.617 even. Joe Talbot, sitting on the middle of the front row with the 108.9, and Cade Burway were on the number 71 with a 19.3. Very, very strong front row. As the revs go up and the lights go out, and Poleman gets an absolute flyer away at the moment as the rest of the field start to bunch up as they come down into Redgate, taking the Haslam line, part of the pit entrance or exit, sorry. Hedges got Braden Elliott has got a cracking start out there and should be the first one to show his nose as they come back into view when they come out of Starkey's bridge and through into Swans Curve. He was off the line like a scalded cat. So, like I say, one of my favourite sayings, someone's had their 3 weeks fix this morning, as they come down the straight and head towards Robert Chicane, which is the last one that brings you out just before you join up with the Melbourne Loop. That was a very, very quick opening up of 1 minute 11.6 for Braden Elliott, as he's taken this by absolute scruff of the neck. That bike was wriggling all over the place as he came past myself, exiting out of Robert's front wheel in the air. The back was squirming around all over the place under power as he got that really moving, and he's really starting to break the toe from the others. That was about a 1.3 gap as they came across the line. He says 1 lap to go, but I've missed the flag, I think. He says 1 to go. Talbot's on the move. He may just get for second place this lap. As I'm watching them go around, he doesn't seem to be close enough at the moment as they're going up through Schwantz and then going along through McLean's. But the amount of speed I think that Kawasaki's got down the straight could be the telling factor, as look, it was 0.6 of a second as all 3 bikes come down towards the braking area for the Robert Chicane. I don't think there's going to be any change in the position, but you never know, as Kerr is really closed up, but I think it was just that little bit too far as Braden Elliott takes the win by 0.3 of a second from Richard Kerr, with Joe Talbot in 3rd place. Then it was Tom Oliver, followed in by the 55 machine of Ash Beach. Going through, were followed in by Hedger, Norton, Railton, Luxton, and Grigger in 10th position. Sam Middlemass even, sorry for my words, made it up into 11th, with Cooper coming in 12th position. Frantic, absolutely frantic, and fantastic race from the No Limit 600 Cup 600s come out. That sounded really bad. Sorry, I'll get that one worked out in a minute. And then the Pirelli Super Series 600s also making their way out onto the track now. The nicknamed class, the 600s, as was nicknamed by Sir Mr. J. Whittam Esquire of Paris, somewhere up in the northern climes of the country. And he has stuck forevermore that the 600s is always known as the Axe Murderers class, because it's just absolutely frantic. We wait for the lights to come on and they will go off. And it's a fairly even start from everybody on the first 2 rows. There's a couple making their way up from about the 3rd or the 4th row. In the meantime, that break is going to be, I can certainly make out the orange and white colours of Aaron Sylvester going around there. I think he was going around about 4th or 5th place. Nobody has really made the break out of this one as they go to sweep through McLean's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's probably about 10 astern. All I can see is a train of bikes coming down towards me. Absolutely nose to tail as they go through. Somebody slipstreaming right the way through there. There's the second race. Finley Arscott. Is still the 99 machine of Bednark, who is in 1st position, with Finley Arscott about 0.2 of a second behind. Smart on the 10, 0.3 behind him, so he's nothing to choose between those 3 riders up in the top positions, certainly 1s, 2s and 3s. deep breath. Wait for them to come back round again. See where they are this time. Has it all closed up? Are the back markers starting to play their unwitting part in the lead for this, or the win for this race? Alderson still in the lead with Arscott behind him by only 0.3 of a second. We'll wait to see when they break the beams this time, as if it is changing. As Alderson goes across the line. Still the same it is. Fisher has made his way past Sylvester up into fourth position. I think that is the compliment has just been repaid back, because Aaron Sylvester is very, very good and tight through Redgate and came down on the inside. Breakaway group, as soon as they get into the trains of Coppice, you're going to be looking for somebody to try and either tailgate through Coppice. Alderson manages to hang on to the lead from Arscott, and then third across the line as just made it by 0.26 of a second from Finley Arscott. So recovering from a bad start where he got gobbled up by the pack, has fought his way back up towards the sharp end and taken the win in the Pirelli Super Series 600 with the Super Twins Standards, Twins, CB500s, Modern and Retro 400s next out very quickly onto the grid.
So my name is Laurence Norrington Parois and I race in the Club 600 class. I do